Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of POV with Dom. Today I'm joined with Welsh royalty / London / Liverpool.
So valid, thank you, Queen.
Catty.
It's me!
If you don't know who Catty is, get to know. This is why I had to bring her on the podcast, because her music is something I genuinely listen to. Like I know we're friends, but it's one of those ones where it's like I actually add your music to my monthly playlist and listen to it. It's not one of those things where I'm just like, great, I love you so much, I'm going to add it just out of support. And then never listen to it again.
No, you are so kind to me. Like, so kind to me. If you're ever mean to me, I reckon it'll finish me off.
I think we had a chat about that the other day, though.
Yeah, no.
We were playing a game and it was like, I think we both agreed that each other, if one of us was angry at each other, it would be like, we'd die.
Yeah, that's so valid.
I could
Because
never
I've
get on the
never
wrong
seen
side
you
of you.
angry.
Have you not?
Not at me.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah, everyone else can get it. Just don't be angry at me.
So, Catty, how are you doing today? You all right?
I'm doing so well.
Yeah.
I feel good, which is weird because I don't normally feel good in January. It's still
Right.
Yeah.
January blues are like bluing.
big. Yeah, like winter blues.
Quite literally.
Okay, baby. A little cough.
Huh?
Did you have a little cough?
No, I went like literally, and then I snorted and I pointed at the blue on my trousers. The joke.
Good.
So off to a good start. No, so basically, Catty is a musician. What would you describe it? You describe your sound, you describe your musician and what you're like.
Cool.
Introduce yourself to the viewers.
All of the above, I would say it's all just trying its best. I'm trying my best. My music is trying its best. My sound is trying its best. But I think it took me a long time to find all of it. I was saying this the other day. I can't remember who I was talking to. But I was like, I think it took me a really long time to figure out who I was. And I think a lot of that is like growing up queer. Because I was like, oh God, well, I can't be who I actually am. So let me just pick up some things from other people.
So if you didn't catch this already, Catty is a queer.
What?
But yeah, I think you are one of my biggest inspirations, quite literally, because of the effort and the work and I think, you know, when you like look at someone, I saw a video on Instagram, right? And it was like, my mom told me this thing about channeling other people. Like when I drive, I channel my dad because he's a really good driver. And when I'm studying, I channel Hermione Granger because she's so smart. And then I noticed that I channel you a lot, and she's obviously filming her friend's reaction, and her friend's like,
oh no, I think I've seen this.
Yeah. I channel you a lot when I try and like you and Kate are the two people I channel when I like react to things, and I'm like, don't be fucking psycho, like, because you are so calm. You're a Leo, but you're calm. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how I'm calm.
I think you put the anger into music.
Yeah, but I also just like, I think I do put a lot of my anger into music, but also like I can't really take that compliment because I think it's genuinely down to the fact that I just don't know what's going on. Like,
but that's it. Like you're like peace and love, but you're painfully oblivious.
I'm so painfully oblivious.
So then I'm like, I need to channel that and just stop caring, because obviously it's like protect your own peace, etc.
Literally, you have to tell me that you're angry at me, otherwise I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna be like, what?
Oh, actually, maybe I should channel you way more then, because a lot of the time I'm like, my friend would send me a text with a full stop, and I'm like, oh, are you mad at me?
Oh, so you're angry today. Cool, and it's my fault. Great.
The self-victimization is strong with me.
No, I think the same about you. I think you're so like love and light and like, yeah, I think we're very similar in a lot of ways.
Oh, babe,
and I really like your energy.
Okay,
you have such a lovely energy.
I spilt match on myself.
So did I.
Twinning. Oh, babe, that's so sad.
It's okay.
Hey, at least we're like matcha bonded now.
Oh,
sorry if you can see a massive green stain. Shrek burped on me. So, Catty, talk to us about your your sort of rise to, how did you become a musician? What was your inspiration? Like early Catty, pre-Catty even.
Okay, this has more of a rise and fall than most things. Like, it's gone up and down.
Okay.
So many times. It's your apartment block lift. Like, it's just gone up and down so many times. So I started off singing in like caravan parks when I was like 14.
Really?
Yeah.
What sort of songs were you doing?
I was in covers. I was doing a lot of covers in like bars and stuff.
What sort of songs?
I was singing a lot of Fleetwood Mac, a lot of rock songs.
Fun.
Yeah. But also like just like crowd pleasing songs, like not necessarily like ones
stuff
that
you liked but you knew that would get a bit of a reaction.
Yeah,
right.
100%. But I was also like a baby, and every time I'd get on stage I would cry my eyes out.
Really?
Yeah, it's such bad stage fright.
Had
oh no, still have.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry to interject, because obviously you're getting down and deep with your life, but when you're on stage you are a powerhouse. I'm like that, and I'm like, That's my fucking best friend. Like, she's absolutely slaying on stage.
That's so kind of you.
No, like, girl, the stage presence that you provide is just like, oh, it's you, a laptop, speakers, and a dream, and a microphone.
Literally the dream. No, every time I get on stage, like just before it, I'm like, I cannot put myself through this. Like, I'm going to be sick. And then I come off stage and I'm like, do it again. Yeah,
Me.
It's literally like, I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I started off doing covers in like caravan parks and stuff. And then I did a lot of Welsh stuff.
Really?
Yeah. But it was mainly that I wasn't a writer. I wasn't a songwriter at all. And then I just like did vocals for other people. And then I moved to London to university. And I dropped out after a year because I met this guy in Wales called Geth. And then we just made a band. And then I got signed.
What? I never knew this. You're in a band?
Are you serious?
No.
Oh
what
my
was
God.
It? Give me all the deets. What was the band called?
We were in a band called Dusky Grey, and it did pretty okay. Like, we got signed to a major label when I was like 17 or 18. We were in that band for like 4 years, and then they were like, get in the studio, you're writing songs. And I was like, cool, I guess I'm a songwriter.
So that's how you got into it?
Yeah, that's how I started writing songs.
No way.
Yeah.
And now you're a solo artist.
Now I'm a solo artist, and that, like, I loved being in that band, but I don't think it was like what either of us wanted to do. We're still best friends. He's my brother for life, and if he tries to get away from me, I'll find him.
So it was a healthy breakup.
Yeah, it's a healthy breakup.
Nice.
Yeah, but we were just like so happy to be doing music, but like just a little bit sad that it wasn't what we wanted to make. So yeah, it kind of we did get dropped. I was gonna be like, it ended naturally. We got dropped, so like we had to just be like, oh well.
By the label.
Yeah,
that is brutal.
Yeah.
So what, you don't know how long your contract's gonna last. They can just drop you anytime.
They can drop you anytime, pretty
That's
much.
fucking harsh.
Yeah, but it is what it is, I guess. Like I think like if we felt like it was unfair, we would have been like, that's unfair. But I think everybody at that time was like, this is the right time to end this, I think.
Okay, so everything happens for a reason, but also that is brutal.
Yeah, and then I just started my solo stuff.
When did your first single come out? 2021?
2021.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
So how old were you then in 2021?
That was 2 years ago.
That was 3.
Stop it. Don't say that. Yeah, so I was 23.
When you first released your solo?
Yeah. I was just...
It wasn't Belladonna, it was Deep End.
No, Belladonna was the first one.
Was it? Which is my fave. I love that one.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Personally. Of all the ones that you've actually released.
I think I like that one a lot, but I don't know if it was just because that was my first release, you know?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But like, I suppose, and also it was 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
And your vibe has changed drastically, I think. You're going through a journey.
But I think this is how I know that I'm doing the right thing this time. And this is how I know it's like so authentic to me. It's because like I feel like previously I've written songs and stuff, and then I've listened to them a year later and I've been like, who wrote that? Like, I do not want to be associated with that at all. I'm a different person. But when I listen to my songs now, I'm like, that is me, like 100%. Even though it's like 3 years old, it still feels like me, if that makes sense.
Well,
Like,
you put your heart into it.
Yeah, and also I've just figured out who I am, I think.
Yeah.
Which took an embarrassingly long time. Did it take you a while? Or you've always...
For being queer?
No, just to figure out who you are. Or have you always just been like...
I think, okay, so that is a deep question, actually. I think for me, like, finding out who you are, I think I'm still in the process of it.
Right.
But I've definitely got, like, a lot of the layers uncovered. I think the big one was obviously the closet. Come on. She was, she had a grasp. But I mean... because obviously when I was younger, I was very confident and like nonchalant. Who the fuck am I? No, I was confident and outspoken.
Yeah.
And like just very camp. And everyone was just like, oh, he might be, but we won't tell him. My family and stuff. My sister would always pull me to the side and be like, it's okay if you like boys. And I was like, ugh, I don't like boys.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
I had that as well, and I don't know why, but like the way that people would tell me that, like the way that people would be like, are you a lesbian? The way that they asked me that question always made me feel like it would be really bad if I was.
Right. Like sometimes they genuinely might be like genuinely like caring and being meaningful, but oh my days.
And we also have to remember that this is like 10 years ago. Like, oh God, it might be even longer for me. Like people were asking me that when I was like 15. When did you come out? I came out when I was 21.
Did you?
Yeah. Have you reached that age yet?
Yeah, I just turned 21.
You just turned 21.
I came out when I was 17.
That's so good. Wait, were you still at school?
I was going into my second year of college it was in the summer holidays between the first year and second year, and I was shit scared to go back.
And also I do think that we're always like changing and growing. This feels a lot like that Bridesmaids scene. We're like, I think we're always growing.
I'm thinking of that will go away.
Oh yeah.
That was me and you last year. So fun fact, obviously, I'm not sure if you guys have seen my YouTube video, but last year I went through a little thing called a heartbreak. As did you.
Yeah.
And me and Catty, I think we became so much closer because of it.
Literally, yeah. Every like tiny thought that I had, I was like, Dom, I'm thinking again. And
then at like 3 a.m, we're like, hi Catty, here's my journal entry. And it was like 16 pages of me just ranting about my ex.
I love that though. I love journaling and I love seeing other people's journals, but I don't want to be like, hey, can I read your journal? So the fact that we were like giving each other little bits of each other's journals, I loved that.
That was a good exchange.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into it. Last year.
Okay. Done.
2023 was the year it was when I think I came to your house like a week after the thing happened with me, where I was like, we're not talking anymore, and then a month later, I think this is going to be probably like, I don't want to, no, it's not the making of you because you're already made, but it's certainly a big part of your artistry, because basically all of you need to listen to this in its entirety to understand the full picture, because we're not just focusing on the breakup. That's not the main point of all of this. It's what comes afterward. Let's go through it if you want to, because this is I can't even put into words how fucking crazy this story is, but I'm gonna let you, if you want to. Are you happy to?
Yeah, 100%. I think the issue is that like it doesn't feel like it's my thing anymore. Like it doesn't feel like it's just my story anymore, because like so many people got hurt. So I feel like I can definitely talk about what happened to me, because it happened to me. But yeah, I liked what you said about like it being like the making, because it kind of does feel like that. But I feel like like everybody goes through a breakup. Like I feel like that's the only common thing is like love, heartbreak, death. They're all like common things.
All right, Shakespeare, come through.
Thank you. I'm a songwriter. But yeah, I feel like they're all like common things that people go through. But I like had never experienced anything like this, and I think we were both experiencing it for the first time at the same time. But yeah, I'd never really like, just the first time that we saw each other, I was like, oh my God, like I've never felt like this before in my life. And I really wish I could take that back. Like I wish I could be like, I didn't actually feel it and I play it cool. But I completely fell in love, like absolutely. And then it all went tits up, so I'm never doing it again.
And that's romance, guys. Thanks for watching. You've been
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but we felt like we like just completely moved very quickly, which is sadly a lesbian stereotype that I fell right into.
Within a week, you had a playlist made.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, we had a playlist made before we even met.
You got a tattoo on your first date.
I did do that. Yeah, I did do that. But that's funny. Like I would do that again.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you.
My lack of media training is appalling.
I'm here with Renee Rapp, guys.
No, I would do that again. I'd get a tattoo on the first day again because I just thought that was funny.
Fuck it, it's great. Your body's a canvas.
Yeah,
it's art.
Also, I have so many. Like, it's fine.
You should do a tattoo saw.
Oh, valid.
Because your tattoos are fucking sick.
That's so kind of
And
you.
as someone who's got no tattoos, I'm yet an unpainted canvas.
Oh.
I need to get one.
Sometimes, yeah, I really like them, but it depends on my outfit. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, they don't match my outfit. But yeah, so yeah, I would do that part again. But then we were just like so in it. Well, I thought we were just like so in it. No, I mean, I wasn't mean in that entire breakup, so I'm not gonna be mean now. But yeah, I just completely fell in love with somebody. We moved very quickly. We got engaged. We got engaged. We booked a Vegas wedding, which was like getting paid for. Like it was all booked. And then she went on holiday and then just never really spoke to me again. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, basically like we were completely in love. We both went on like separate holidays. I went with family, she went with friends. And then when she came back, she was just like, don't want to be with you at all. And I was like, whoa, girl. It's like, okay.
Was it over text?
Pretty, it was never actually said. It was kind of just like a silence. yeah, it was kind of just like a silence. And I was like, cool, right now this is fine, but this is gonna affect me in a few years. I'm gonna be paying a therapist bill for sure. But yeah, it was just kind of like a silence. And then I just had to, we never saw each other again after that. And I just had to like move my stuff out of the house that we lived in. And I was like, this might take some time to get over.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel fine.
Yeah, no, to be fair, you are like, I think the thing about it, because obviously we were witnessing each other we see each other during that like heartbreak era that we were both going through.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, we'd always have, it was because obviously you moved in with a few other friends that we mutually have. So then obviously whenever I'd come over and see you lot, like we'd pull off to the side and be like, you're right.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
And it was always really therapeutic and like cathartic to have.
100%.
Because I don't know, one thing about me is that when I'm going through something and someone goes, I'm here for you, it's like, I love you so much, but like you don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
And with you it was like, you feel exactly how
100%,
I feel. 100%. You know 100%.
What I mean? And it would be like, sometimes we'd be having really good days and then we'd be like, I'm crying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but like it was nice that we were going through it at the same time.
Yeah.
If we had to go through it.
It's nice to have a friend.
100%. Mm-hmm. Always nice to have a friend.
Always nice.
Yeah. How have you talked about your experience?
So I posted a 5-month documentary on it.
Have you talked about it on the pod?
Not yet, but I think there'll probably be an episode before this where I talk about it. So hopefully by now you've heard the whole story and how I felt and whatnot, but we can definitely go into it. So obviously I've gone through my own little heartbreak era, which was documented. Thank God. Like I genuinely, that wasn't even planned when it first happened. I just like to like look back on my camera roll on my MacBook photo booth app.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, feeling like this today. How you doing, future Dom? And obviously I just like filmed it and it was like rough. Like it was horrible. And like I sometimes, obviously, I don't blame the person or anything because I don't want that bad blood, and it was more so me and my actions and my behaviours and if anything, I don't want to get into the actual ins and outs of what actually happened because
it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't. It's like my business. Like, what are you guys doing? Stop it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can outline it essentially. Just it's a breakup pretty much, and it's never easy. Can you be quiet, please? I'm trying to discuss my heartbreak. Thank you. And it's just really hard when it's your first one. And it was like I literally felt like I'm gonna die.
No, literally.
Like, not to be dramatic, I genuinely was like, I think I'm going to die, and I think I'm going to. And my heart is going to burst and I'm going to literally just melt into a mushy ball. That was how it felt.
That was such a like, I'm so glad that you said that because that was such a moment for me because like I've watched people go through breakups my entire life, but I was like, oh, you're sad. Like you're sad, and I could recognize that and I could empathize with it because I'm not a monster.
We'll get onto that later.
But I could like empathize with it. And I was like, God, you're sad and what you're going through is horrendous. But like when you actually go through a breakup, like it is like a physical thing. Like I remember like just going to bed at night and just like my body just like convulsing and being
it is
like,
the most uncomfortable shift you ever go through. It is like I can't even, it's like torture. It's like you're grieving over someone that's alive and it's like I can see them in the street tomorrow and what, do you know what I mean? And it's like constant like worrying. It's horrible.
100%.
But what we're trying to get at, we're not trying to make everyone scared to love someone else. The breakup that you went through led you to an avenue of discography. If you're listening on YouTube, hello YouTube viewers, it's out. So go and listen to it because it's genuinely a bop, and I can just see it being used in The Traitors. I can see it being used in Love. Not to like minimize the song, obviously, but like it's one of those ones where it's like this would be so played at every coupling.
I hope so. That'd be great. You
know, like there's Love Island recouplings where it's just like the girl I like to couple up with is, and it's like a really dramatic song.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
But also I can just see it going so viral because this song genuinely, I think you have put genuine heart and soul into it. Like, how's it been to be like, to make, so obviously the breakup happened. What did you do after it? Like, how did you channel that heartbreak into your music?
Well, I didn't have anywhere to live, so.
Next question.
I didn't have anywhere to live, so I didn't have my like studio set up. I didn't have, I just didn't have any of my things. I just literally like got to an airport and like my parents were in Portugal, so I like flew out to my parents and I was like, can I stay here? And they were like, yeah. And then I had a guitar there, and then I just wrote it and I sent it to my manager, Will. Love you, Will.
Love you, Will.
Angel baby. I sent it to Will and he was like, okay, this is something. And then we both forgot about it, completely forgot about it. And then like months later, he sent me the voice note that I sent him back. And he was like, where is this? Like,
I
where
love
is
how Will
this song?
chases up that he's saved.
100%.
He's
He's
saved
like,
music.
yeah, he was like, where is this song? And I was like, I forgot about that one, baby. I've written like 70 songs since then. I forgot about it. And then I listened to it back and I was like, oh, like, especially like when I was trying to, like, I think I have this weird thing where if I'm going through something, I can't write about it. And then I'll write. Yeah, I can't write about it. Normally it takes me like 2 years to like write about something.
Because you just like process it all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. So then like 2 years later.
Maybe it's just a bit broken.
Yeah, 100%. Like 2 years later, I'm like, oh, that happened. That wasn't good. That really wasn't good. And I'll write about it. But yeah, with this, it obviously like just poured out of me. So when I listened to the voice note back, I was like, oh, I'm angry. I'm really angry, and I can hear that in this voice note, and I'm still angry. But I felt mean. And I don't want to ever be mean, even though like, God, I can't even get into the breakup, but like it was just bad. And it was bad because I would have never handled this that way.
But you would never have done that, which means you're a nice person.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I don't think I'm a nice person, but I think a lot of people got hurt and that made me want to not write about it. But also I was like, I have to write about it because I have to write about my life.
That's you expressing your feelings though. Like art is the way that you sort of express yourself.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty torturous not to like sort of like I would like to because when I was going through the breakup, like I didn't just sit, like journaling helped me because that was me expressing how I felt onto paper.
Yeah.
I know it's a different medium to like singing, but that's your gift. Like that's literally what you've been like put on this earth to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be pretty like I personally wouldn't shame you for being a musician and not writing about your experiences so other people can resonate with it.
But
you know
also,
what I mean?
to be fair, when I write, like it's mainly like I'll have a situation in my head, but then like you'd normally just write from a place of like sadness or like anger and stuff, right? So like most of the songs that I write like aren't really specific to one situation. They're always like a collection of things. And all of these songs kind of are a collection of things. So they're not really like pinpointed at that situation, but it definitely helped.
Good.
Yeah.
So talk to us about how you go about making a song. Like talk like on a random day, what is your daily routine if you're going to like a studio? Because often you hit what I go like, I'm in the studio. What are you doing in the studio?
I used to literally go into the studio with a producer and then we would write it like there and then. I'd have no ideas going in because I was like, whatever's meant to happen will just happen. It'll just come out of me if it's meant to come out of me. Which meant that I wrote so many bad songs. Like so many bad songs.
Baby, you should see my notes app. Like the poetry in there is all... Did you write poetry?
No.
Fuck. Because one thing about me is when I'm really, really sad about something, I'll try and write a poem and I'll look back at it.
No, because yours are brilliant.
No, they're not.
So good.
Don't butter me up.
No, yes, they are. You sent me a few. Yeah, you've shown me some of your journals. Yeah, they're brilliant.
Oh, no, because I fully thought I was Sylvia Plath. I thought I was Enid Blyton. Who's a poet?
Stop.
Who the fuck's a poet? Carol Ann Duffy.
Oh.
I fully thought I was giving Carol Ann Duffy and I was like, I look back at some of the ones that were about my situationship from like 2020.
Oh no, I love the way that you write.
Stop buttering me up because I will.
No, because you
kiss
just
you on the forehead. You
write with like just in a way you write with such a big heart and you live your life with such a big heart and I love that.
God.
Sorry that I started so hard. Is it? And you could do anything.
So sorry, let's circle back. So you go to the studio and you write.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, intrusive thought incoming.
Go on.
You said you felt mean. I just want to quickly rub on and say that is not mean. You expressing your on how you feel.
Yeah.
As long, and that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to be sued.
Yeah.
Going back to the studio.
So valid. No, I just think like just because you like someone was mean to you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be mean back, you know?
Yeah.
But also I regret not being mean. I regret being nice. I do. I really do. I really do. And maybe that's the good thing that's happened this year is I think I'm a little bit less nice. Because
Now's your chance to be mean.
Babe, I was such a people pleaser. Like
you would send screenshots of your texts and stuff and I'd be like, what are you doing.
Literally, but not even like just in relationships, like in like friendships and work relationships. I'm such a people pleaser. I just don't want anybody to be angry ever. And now I'm like, get pissed off, it's fine. I don't care.
Sometimes you can't please everybody.
100%, especially if you want to do what you want to do. Like, you have to kind of like, at some point in time, like someone's gonna get pissed off, or someone's gonna get upset, or someone's gonna be like, I don't think you should do it that way. And you're gonna have to be like, well, I am.
Tell them. Period. I'm here for this. So sorry, back to the studio. So you're writing a song with a producer on a table in a studio room, which I'm guessing is like that huge like little sound booth. Yeah. Massive decks and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's normally how I did, how I used to do it. And then now I find it a lot easier to just like, I wrote a lot of songs like on Zoom because it was the pandemic. So I wrote a lot of songs on Zoom with Ben Lyth, which was great.
Ben's your producer, right?
Yeah, he's my producer. He's such an angel. He's so talented. So we would write on Zoom. And then now my process is like, I will write on like one string of my guitar at the moment. So
one string?
Yeah, I'll literally just write on like the bass note of my guitar and then see what comes out. And that's how I wrote Monster. That's how I wrote Gotta Be Cool. And then I took it to the studio.
They're 2 unreleased songs, right?
They're 2 unreleased songs.
I can't believe that is right. That is genuinely like, I'm starstruck by that. The fact you can just play like a few notes on the bottom string of your guitar and come up with a song. Are you fucking joking? That's mental.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's only when I've got something to say. If I don't have anything to say, I can't do it.
Let's be real, we've always got something to say.
I've always got something to say. I never shut up. When you were like, do you want to come on the podcast? I was like, yes.
And here we are. So then you what? I presume you just film it and like record it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then get it made. And then for those that are really, really not with music, a producer is someone that like makes the music.
Oh yeah.
And has that unique sound. But yours is so unique. I love it. It's like, no offense to anybody else. For your music, it's like, this is Catty. Like, this is Catty.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't
sweet.
fit with anyone who's like big right now. You know what I mean? You know how like Ice Spice have a sound? You know, you're not even the fart. And then you've also got like Lana Del Rey, like sultry, like sort of vintage vibes. And then you've got Taylor Swift, who's very like pop, like, you know what I mean? Yours is, I can't label your, pop rock.
Yeah, it's pop rock.
But like not the pop rock we know. If you have, honestly, if you haven't listened to Catty yet, please just do it. Do yourself the service of doing it, because you're currently doing yourself a disservice by not. Get on with it. What are you waiting for? Pause this podcast, go and listen to it, come back, so then you can fall in love with it even more.
So valid. Please do it.
But how have you found, like, since releasing music and stuff, like, how has it been, like, easy? Is it a hard journey? I mean, that's
so
probably
difficult, babe.
Yeah.
So difficult. But it's because I'm independent. Like, I had an easy ride when I was signed. Like, it wasn't an easy ride. Like, the music industry is really a place. It's a place. But yeah, like when I was signed, like there was so many people working on like the artwork, marketing. Like I also didn't have to pay for it. Like there was a big bank at that label that was paying for everything. But now that I'm independent, like I'm literally like
funding it yourself.
Yeah. So
you pay for everything.
Yeah.
So producer sessions, tours.
Yeah. To be fair, like my producers are my friends, so I know that they're doing me like big favors because like, well, they say that they believe in it, so that's really kind.
I think we all do collectively. Like your music is worthy to be believed in.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love how this is just a compilation of Dom just buttering up Catty for like an hour straight.
You can't take a compliment, babe. Yeah,
she's a Leo. She's too proud.
She's a Leo. So I've got to pay for like the producers, I've got to pay for mixing and mastering, which is like getting like all the levels and stuff okay. Then you got to pay for your artwork, photo shoot, marketing, PR. There's just so many. Like,
and you pay for all of that yourself when you're independent.
Yeah. And I'm a barista that lives in London, babe. I'm scraping.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's hard, but yeah. I'll just keep doing it. I'll keep doing it. If no one wants to help me, I will do it on my own.
You are a walking TED Talk, like the motivation coming off of you. Complimentary. You're not a finance bro. Like I know Kaz Wolf's just there, but you are. Anyways, being a lesbian.
You go for it.
Is the next topic of conversation. You are a lesbian.
I am.
As you stated.
I am, yeah.
And you're also in the music industry.
I am.
And you shared a few tweets this week that got me thinking.
Lol.
What is it like being a lesbian in the music industry? And then we're also going to go into what is it like being an independent artist who's also a lesbian.
What is being
Hashtag
independent?
diversity.
Do you know what? I don't know what it's like to be a lesbian in the music industry, because I came out fairly recently, I guess. Yeah, so I don't actually know, but I've been thinking a lot about it recently, and like I feel like America and like Australia are doing so well with like queer artists at the moment, and I don't know if the UK music industry is doing as well. I was just like thinking about it. I was like, I don't know of a single like British lesbian musician that's like a household name. Like I couldn't think of one. If I'm incorrect, like please like let me know, because I would love to know one.
Yeah.
But
female.
Yeah.
Because obviously we had a few males.
Yeah.
But it's just like not being funny. This is not me trying to be like, what's it called, a misandrist or whatever, but the girlies often do it way better. Music from women, for me, that's like, is just, for some reason, is just so much more beautiful to me.
Really?
Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to like, what's it called? Softcore and all this sort of stuff. Like, I'm not saying that at all. Like, the artistry that I often hear from women is just a lot more usually like, I can listen to it.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's
like a
so
lot
lovely.
of the artists on my phone are just women.
That's so
I'm
lovely.
not a voyeurist, by the way.
Lol.
But like, just, I don't know. I think, or gay men actually. Like a lot of the men on my phone are either just like DJs, but they're not singing in it.
Yeah.
Or like, because I couldn't really put myself through like a whole album of like a man singing.
I don't think I listen to very many men actually. I listen to a lot of like old rock bands, I guess.
But yeah, there's been a few male icons that have been gay. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Others.
Yeah.
George Michael,
100%.
etc. But you're very right in the sense that there's been no female sort of lead of like a pop queer icon. Of course, there's been some that have come out later in life because obviously they couldn't really when they were in their peak, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just think you're right. I think the UK could be doing a lot more in trying to give us a pop star who is queer, authentically herself,
100%,
and has a great sound and great voice. Because
100%.
also, sorry to bite you up once again, hearing you sing live, the mic's on.
Oh, babe.
The mic is on, and your voice is like, again, so unique. Like, I can't. I'm a fucking huge fan of you. Genuinely.
I fucking love you.
I fucking love you.
I'm a big fan of you, babe.
Stop it. Really?
Sorry. Yeah.
Stop it.
I'm
really?
such a big fan of you. I love you.
Stop it.
Shall I say more?
Well, yes. Go on.
No, I love you so much. I just think you're such a kind, genuine, lovely human being.
My God.
And you're so talented.
Stop it.
And I love that you're like going for another avenue. I think you should like that you're so good at this.
What podcasting?
Yeah, that you're so
Really?
good at it.
This is the 6th episode that I've ever filmed.
Like that's
So, we'll
ridiculous.
see.
You're so good at it.
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
Carol?
absolutely.
No, I can't keep doing that because we'll be here for hours.
Yeah,
and
100%.
by the end of it, be like, you're nice.
I've got nothing
I've
left.
run out of the adjectives. But being a woman in the music industry, obviously while being queer,
Yeah.
do you think it's harder to be a woman in the industry?
I mean, time would say yes. Time would definitely say yes.
It's giving the 8 ball when you shake it.
It's like-
Time would say yes.
It's giving yes. Yeah, I think, you know, what we were just talking about, like my fear is that you kind of like have to come out later. Like you have to be successful first and then come out.
That's so dystopian though.
I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true, but I do fear that. So forget what I said. I am straight. No,
Catty goes back into the closet in a new podcast episode.
You know what? I do kind of like the only regret that I have. I would never like. I'm so glad that I've come out, and I feel like I'm really myself right now, and I wouldn't be myself if I was like, yeah, I'm straight. Like that's not me at all. What would I be writing about? A man? Like I can't do that. So yeah, I'm glad that I've done it, but also like there is a part of me that's like, what if I like was successful first, and then I'd get that whole thing where like, what if I hung out with Cara Delevingne, and then everyone was like, she's hanging out with Cara Delevingne. Like I'm kind of gutted that I won't
Cara
have
babes,
that.
hair up.
Yeah, I'm kind of gutted that I won't have that.
Yeah, but I suppose you
But
can
it's
always
fine.
you can though. What if?
Oh, they'll know I'm a lesbian.
I mean,
Did you just look at my outfit?
no.
I think you did.
I never did. I was looking at the sofa. So listen.
Right.
I think we need to dissect your accent, because people are going to be like, is she Welsh? Is she Northern? Is she Scouse? Because you have like a hybrid accent.
Yeah.
Which I think is also beautiful and adds to your uniqueness.
Yeah, it's also not my real accent.
Is it not?
No, like I don't know what's happened to me.
So are you putting it on now?
No, this is how I speak. But I grew up in North Wales, obviously. Yeah.
Katy.
I'm so Welsh. But my dad's a Scouser, which is why I like roll my R's. And then I moved to London when I was like 17. So I've done like almost like 10 years of my life like living with different accents. So now this is what I sound like. But it's because like if I speak to you for too long, I'll start speaking like you. Like my ears just like pick up accents.
You pick up and you catch the accent from someone else. I do that all the time.
100%.
Like when I went to Essex with mum, oh my God, there was a really obnoxious like Towie type of person in front of me. Like, thank you so much, honey. And I was just like, hi, can I get a brownie, please?
No, because
like,
I love that accent.
And my mum
was,
it's I would love, like if I'm getting, what's it called? If you're at a spa. Or getting a haircut and it's just someone who's got a really thick Essex accent, you're like, I feel safe with you.
Yeah,
I tell you all my deepest, darkest secrets. I wouldn't be judged.
100%.
I'm starting to adopt French exits in my life as of New Year's.
Yeah,
it is just bliss. I'm a social butterfly and I love saying goodbye to everyone, giving them my life story.
No,
it's too long.
Just leave.
Love you all. Uber home. If I don't make it home at the funeral, serve some cunt in the outfit. Do you know what I mean?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, you can't die. Simply.
Me watching Doctor Who.
Yeah,
me watching The Traitors. Diane. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Right.
I know.
Go home now and watch it.
I know. I do need to watch it because everyone says it's really good, but I haven't seen it.
Fucking fantastic. I love how we're going on like different plot
Yeah.
holes. This conversation's just going on. Because me and Catty haven't actually, like, one thing about us is that we're like, let's go for a coffee.
And we just never do it. But that is my fault. That is absolutely my fault. Like at the moment, I literally go to work and I go home, or I go to. And
you work at a coffee shop as well, so like coffees in your life.
Literally, or I go to people's birthdays, and that is it.
That's where I see you.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey.
We have a lot of friends. Why is it someone's birthday all of the time?
Every week, yeah.
Literally,
it's like damn, another fucking like this week I got a birthday, next month. Yeah, every week.
Literally, there's so many birthdays.
Yeah, but yeah, so. Where are we on? We were on star signs. So, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I should sit more forward, shouldn't I? Because obviously.
Am I really bad?
No, you're fine because
you
it's focusing in because you're in the sun and I'm in the darkness like a little villain. Like, hello. So I need to like sit forward.
Now that we're on camera, like I look a bit like fucking David Byrne.
Who's that?
From the Talking Heads.
Who's that?
A band, but he wears like big blazers that are like huge.
No, one thing about Catty though is that you're going to turn a look at every possible opportunity. I'm not even joking. I think it just might be the lesbian in you that like literally gives you such an immense fashion sense.
I don't think that's true.
Why not?
I don't know. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, right, this is kind of on the same page, but maybe slightly different. The thing that's really pissing me off right now is I like my clothes. They're okay. I like what I wear sometimes. Every party that we go to is fancy dress. Like, I just want to wear my clothes. Yeah.
I try and sneak him in. Like, for New Year's, the theme was come as, like, an iconic moment of 2023.
Oh, you slayed that, though.
I came as Holly Willoughby. Yeah. Love her.
Slayed.
But then I changed at, like, 10 p.m. I was like, I'm not going into 2024 with a blonde bob.
So valid.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to
go on.
I wore this little vest.
You always look cute.
Gay little vest. I was like, woo.
You always look so good.
As do you. I literally turned to you. And also when the bleaching of the brows.
Oh, it's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming back.
Oh my God, thank God. She's soft launching the brows, guys.
It's coming back.
She's soft launching the brows. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be an hour and a half.
I'm excited. How do you feel about this year?
2024? Pretty hectic start.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
But looking forward to it.
Great.
There's a lot more positives than there are negatives.
Word.
Lol, 2024 the plot, do you know what I mean?
Right.
But I do feel like there's a bit of a stress. Like January is always a bitch. Don't like her. Just piss off.
Yeah. Like
why do you exist? Just to make us sad?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, Gil. I've had more days off in January than I had like the last 6 months of last year.
Maybe that's a sign that you need to rest or focus on music more. Get some more tunes out.
Yeah.
So hang on, come on. We're going on too many loopholes. We need to get to what matters.
I just like talking to you.
I know, same. I'm really enjoying this, but we need to be serious.
All right.
It's not funny. It's serious.
It's not funny.
You're a singer. You're releasing some music soon.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite song that you've filmed? Oh, sorry, recorded. We're not talking to actors here. Favorite song that you've recorded or made rather that you haven't released yet?
That's a really good question.
Because you have many unreleased bops.
Yeah. I wrote a song called I've Gotta Be Cool on my guitar at home. And then I took it into the studio with Ben, and it didn't have a second verse. So we wrote like the rest of it in the studio. And I just love that song because it's like, it's so pop rock, but like the lyrics are so messed up. Like basically like the whole concept is like, I don't have to die to haunt you. I'm just going to do it every single day of your life.
And this is why I had to get Catty.mp3 on this fucking podcast, because she is the
unwell
definition that, but also the definition of serving see you next Tuesday.
Lol.
Complimentary.
No, do you know what? I'm actually like so excited to get older, which is so like, I know that's like so unpopular to say.
No, I love
like,
it. More life to live.
Yeah, like as a woman, and
we sound like Kevin from Motherland.
Literally.
I want to sit up and live, Liz.
But I think like, especially in the music industry, like everyone's like, oh, shouldn't you be scared that you're 26? I'm like, no, I'm a lesbian.
You're just
I finally fancy people my own age. Like this.
So what, gays and nonces? Wow.
No, I go up. I go up.
Oh, you're counting yourself in that? I thought.
Yeah. Oh God, no, it sounds like I'm going down. No, I like finally, like I've always like found like women attractive and like people who
Gillian Anderson.
So yeah, absolutely. I'm a human being. Let me live.
We love Gillian Anderson.
Right?
You love her.
I do love her. I think she's great. Do
you know what I'd love? I'd love for her to also give me a spa treatment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
okay.
ASMR, like read me a bedtime story. And
Yeah.
I think I'd sleep the best. Like if I had that, not to sound like a Tory, but I'd love like a silk pillowcase, silk bed sheets and shit. Like I'd probably like stay at the Savoy or something.
Oh.
Feet massaged. Then she chucked me into bed and she goes, it's time for a bedtime story.
Nice stuff.
I think I'd actually ascend. I think I'd be like, babes, I could die happy.
That sounds lovely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds so nice.
If when I get famous, I'm going to get friends with her and I'll get her to do it to you.
I don't think that should be allowed. I'd get so nervous. I don't think I get nervous. If I'm allowed to flirt with people, I think I'm like,
if you could flirt with Gillian Anderson, you would. I would.
Yeah. So I don't.
But like, I don't want to be a
think
cock block like you chat to her. I'd be like, oh, this is my
babe.
beautiful friend Catty. She's a musician
Thanks,
and she's
babe.
gay.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
No, I do get this thing where like, if I'm like, oh, I don't know if like, I can't flirt with people at the coffee shop. I can't do that. So if like,
while you're working, do you flirt with customers?
No, I can't do it because I'm like, oh, that's weird. I can't do it. But like I can't really flirt with our friends because I'm like, I can't do it. But like, I feel like if there was like a person that was like not connected to me, I feel like I could flirt with them. But I've only ever really dated friends.
Were you friends first, then dated?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
weird. I've usually just gone straight in.
Yeah, I shit where I eat, unfortunately.
You shit what I eat?
I shit where I eat.
What is that Welsh?
Have you not heard that saying?
What does it say?
Like, don't shit where you eat. Like, don't
you eat.
Yeah.
I shit what
like,
I eat.
Don't make mistakes where you're going to be again.
Biologically true. Like,
yeah.
you eat and then
that.
you shit. Like, come on.
But also, you've been to our house. The bathroom's in the kitchen. So
it is.
Yeah.
I came to the viewing and get this. I don't think you know this.
Oh yeah, you went to the viewing.
I went to the viewing. You weren't even there. They FaceTimed you though.
Yeah.
Because you were in Portugal at this point.
Yeah.
And I went to the viewing and like I think Jake mentioned your housemate.
Yeah.
We love Jake. I need to get him on at some point. And I think the estate agent was like, you're like, do you know this?
We got the house because of you.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. So they got their house because I don't even live with them, but that you got your house because of me because what did the estate agent like said that I was good looking or something?
Yeah.
I can't believe that's true. That's bonkers.
Thank you so much. Because we were really close to homelessness. Like we could not find a house.
It was like a week before they were meant to move out of their original flat.
Yeah. I
need to ask Jake exactly what the estate agent said and I'll get back to you with the receipts. But essentially it was along the lines of like the estate agent was like, your handsome friend, like is he moving in with you?
So besotted with you.
I know.
Which is so understandable.
Stop.
I feel like everyone that meets you is like, oh yeah.
I get that a lot, and also in person they're like, you're way cuter in person, and I'm like, ooh, so what, I'm ugly online?
No, you're so beautiful, but also I just think you have like an energetic kind of pull.
I think it's the Scorpio in me.
I forget you're a Scorpio, babe.
I
really
I'm a nice
do.
Scorpio. I'm October.
You really are.
November Scorpios are, no offense to my mum, but November Scorpios are pretty fucking psycho. And October Libras as well, I think are pretty fucking weird.
I'm literally a Leo sun, Libra moon.
No, but like you're not an October Libra.
So valid.
You're
Yeah.
an August Leo, love.
Yeah.
You're also a Libra moon, which when I get to know you, you're like, I think a moon is the best trait of the sign. The sun is like something you can't really control.
Yeah.
So I can't really control being a possessive, obsessive psycho. Is something funny?
No. It's not funny, it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And my Venus is in Scorpio. We discussed this.
Way.
Well, I think we discussed this, but you were quite drunk, so you might have forgotten. I'm Scorpio Venus. So when I'm on someone, I'm like, I can't let go of
No,
you.
stop.
I'm shackled, I'm chained.
No, stop.
You know, like Jacob Marley in Christmas Carol. Have you seen it?
No.
You haven't seen A Christmas Carol?
No.
You haven't seen A Christmas Carol?
I don't like Christmas, babe. I don't like it.
Do you not?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Right, and here I was hoping for an EP of Christmas songs.
No,
from
do
Katy.
you know what? I love giving people gifts and I love hanging out with my family. But like, I don't know what it is, but Christmas, I just can't, I don't like it.
Really nice.
Which makes me
you.
sound
thanks
like...
Thanks for watching.
No,
Fuck off.
do you know what?
No,
It
I'm
makes me
joking.
sound like I'm such an unhappy person, and I think I'm so happy.
No, I know the happiest people that I know don't like Christmas either.
Yeah.
I think because there's so much pressure for Christmas Day to be the perfect day. I always book around Christmas.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like crying on your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. Oh, I did last year.
Did you?
I was so close. I was like, yes, the full day. And then obviously at the end of it, I was just like,
Oh, Barbie.
had a journal though, and I wrote a song. One thing about me and Catty is that we're going to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a tangent,
and then we're not going to get back on. the thing that we're
Literally.
originally on.
What the hell were we talking about?
Christmas. A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
I'm shackled and chained, Scorpio and Venus.
Yes.
It's the match that's helping me. So I am there and I'm shackled onto some guy.
Yeah.
This is why situationships are way harder for me to get out of, because obviously my Venus isn't. If you don't know your Venus sign, Google it and it will tell you, you might not like the news that comes with it. It's pretty harrowing.
No.
But certainly.
But it's good to be self-aware.
It's good to be self-aware. I just wish I wasn't. I just wish I
No,
wasn't.
same. I am like so hyper self-aware that...
And hypersensitive.
Yeah,
And
100%.
hyper-obsessive. I'm a fucking weird. I'm a
Same.
I'm a weirdo.
Literally, what the fuck is a situationship?
Yeah, I hate
what
that.
The
It makes me
fuck
feel a
is
little
it?
bit sick.
Yeah.
Like, can we just not go back to Victorian times when people just be like, I release you and then you're divorced? Done. Do you know what I mean? Like,
release
why do
you.
I need to be waiting for 3 days for you to reply to me and your snap
stop.
score's going up?
No, stop.
Why do you want to like date me but not? Why do you want to be like, oh, let's just be friends?
No, stop.
Why are you kissing me on the weekend?
Yeah, because also, like, wait. So I feel like this happens to so many people, but you'll be in like this thing with somebody and then one of you will get in a relationship, in like a different relationship, and then the other one's like, all of a sudden I am fuming. Like, now I know that I did actually want to be with you. That happens all of the time and I hate that. Like, either know that you want to be with me,
like, trust
or
your
get out
fucking
of
gut.
here.
Like, does it need a
Yeah.
software update?
100%.
Like, sort it out and grow up.
Yeah, I'm not plan
you.
B. It's not happening.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
plan A and the plan and the one. And if you don't have me, then you fumbled the bag.
100%.
Catch me or I go.
100%. 100%.
Not after that horrible sing song. I'm not going to be anyone's.
You're my number one.
But yeah, what the fuck is a situationship?
I don't like it.
Grow up. I think we
Yeah.
need to invent medication for it. Like, you need a prescription. I've got situationship type B. Like,
Type B.
I've got situationship warts. Like,
Oh God. Yeah. No, it needs to be fixed.
it needs to be fixed.
It needs
we
an
need
intervention.
to sort that out.
Yeah.
Because grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Get off Snapchat. You're 27. Have you ever written about a situationship in your songs?
I haven't really had one. Like, you're either in love with me or you're not.
Wig.
Yeah.
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 What's like the most powerful message, like powerful story that's happened to you that you wrote about in a song that's out? That's
out.
released. Like, out of all of your discography thus far, what's been like the one that shook you the most, so you wrote about it?
Do you know what's really interesting is I wrote a song called I Can't Hate You. Yeah.
Fun. Love that one.
Yeah, which is like, it was so sad. That was basically like, I know that I should hate you, but I just can't do it. And that's like what the concept was. And everyone kind of messaged me about that song and was like, this happened to me with my ex, and like, I was in love with this person, and like, I listened to this song. And I wrote that about the music industry.
Plot twist.
Yeah, I wrote about the music industry. It was like, after we'd been dropped, I was like, this thing is going to keep hurting me and I'm going to keep going back.
That's business, baby.
Yeah.
That's show business.
Yeah, I'm going to just be rejected like constantly.
But hey,
over and
rejection
over
is
again.
protection. It's one thing that I've learned.
100%.
Rejection is fucking protection.
Yeah. But I'm just going to get rejected over and over again and I'm going to keep going back.
Big.
Yeah. And I wrote it about that. Like,
I thought it was about a person. I thought it was about an ex.
Yeah, no, everybody did. Yeah. And then there was another part of it. Like, the bridge part was taken out of my journal.
But I wish I did.
You treat me. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Love it.
Thanks,
but also sorry that you got dropped.
So yeah,
You're gonna say so valid then.
Yeah, I was going to, then I realized I say it all the time. But no, that was one of my character building moments. Yeah.
But that's the thing, like a lot of the times when shit happens, it's the making of us, because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty vanilla and boring to have nothing bad happen to you.
100%.
Like, hi, I'm called Steve and everything's gone right for me. Oh, actually, that sounds pretty ideal.
That does sound quite nice.
Never mind, I want to be Steve.
But it wouldn't make a good autobiography.
3 pages long.
Yeah.
I was born, I went to school, I got a job, I died.
No, we can't talk about so many things that have happened in my life, but I know that like we're on the podcast. But that autobiography is going to slap. When I'm 70 and no one cares anymore.
I will fucking care. I'll be in the retirement home like,
no, like when we get old enough so that it's like history for everyone, I'm going to be like, this is
it's
what
going to be a
happened.
museum exhibit. There's going to be a whole fucking, what's it called? A gallery exhibition.
God.
The life of Catty.
No, imagine.
And you're going to have a biopic. I think you'll be a fucking beautiful musician. I think fame will be beautiful. I can see you on the Graham Norton show.
Wait, so do you sometimes, like, when you're at home alone, like, do you picture yourself on it?
I pretend to do it all the time.
Yeah, me too.
In the shower, I'm like...
Me too.
Yeah, so the new film comes out next week. Yeah, I do it all the time.
I'd never, like, win an award and be like, I never thought this would happen to me. I've been thinking about this for fucking years, bitch.
But visualization.
Yeah, 100%.
I can see you on the Graham Norton show.
I can see you on the Graham Norton show.
Stop it.
Let's get on the couch together.
Graham babes, hit us up.
Yeah,
okay?
come
hit
on.
Us up.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Absolutely.
BBC. He seems lovely though. I need to meet him.
Yeah, he does.
I need to meet him. I
He
guarantee that I'll be fucking tall compared to him though.
He
seems quite small. I'm talking to everyone.
Every time I see you, and I feel like I've seen you quite a lot in my life. Every time I see it surprises me every time.
Yeah.
You and Will.
Will's grown recently, I think.
I think so too.
Because Will's her manager and Will is like 6'5".
Yeah.
He's a tall beast.
Yeah.
Complimentary.
Yeah.
We love Will though.
I love Will so much.
How did you meet Will? How did you become your manager?
We were friends because his housemate...
And they were roommates.
They were roommates. His housemate at the time was doing an internship at the label that I was signed to. I think that's how that happened. And then we just became friends. And there was like a group of us that were friends. And then me and Will went for a bottomless brunch one day, and I was like, I'm doing this alone. I was like, I don't really know what to do. And he was like, I've always wanted to be a manager. And then that bottomless brunch, we kind of like figured it out. And by the end of it, we were like, so we're going to do this forever and it's going to be fun. Yeah. And then he's been my manager for like 2 years.
Was the bottomless brunch at Turtle Bay?
No.
It wasn't?
No. It was
Because
like,
we are often doing our bottomless brunches at Turtle Bay because that cocktail...
It's the most value for money.
No, but it's dangerous for me. One thing about me, I'm a massive lightweight.
No, you are.
And I'm 6'5". My liver must be like this big. Tiny. Size of a bean.
Wait, how? Yeah. I don't know how that's happened.
Must have malfunctioned. Like, when I was created, it was like, nah. Like, I've given all my power in his height, his liver can die. Like, whatever.
Stop.
Yeah.
Because I think you like build tolerance.
Yeah, I've definitely built tolerance after meeting you lot.
Yeah.
And I know that the whole house thinks that I put it on. I don't.
I didn't vote for you.
Yeah, we played a game of the night. And
Yeah.
it was like, who puts on being drunk the most? And everyone voted for me. Bar you.
Yeah.
And Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Love Jay. But I do feel like we have fun when we see each other.
Yeah, we really
like
do.
outside of me rooting for you being like a massive stan of your music, like we do have a good friendship.
And we've got such a good friendship group.
And not to circle back, but the friendship group is great actually.
Yeah.
But I think we became so much closer during our Heartbreak eras.
100%.
It was such... I think if any of you are struggling right now with a heartbreak and you're listening to this, one thing I would urge you to do is not find someone... find someone else who's going through it.
Yeah.
It is so cathartic, and you gave me a space to like let my voice be heard, and I hopefully did the same for you.
Absolutely.
Like we'd send each other journal entries and like how we were feeling, and we would always be like, let's meet for a coffee.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't happen, but we still met though at parties because there was millions over the summer. Every week a fucking plan happened with that group.
100%.
Which is great. Love my social life.
Yeah.
But it was definitely like a moving thing, and it's just, I remember writing in my journal at end of last year 2023, and I was like, so grateful for Katy.
Oh, Babby. No, I think I did the same for you. I just I love that I had somewhere to go.
You were like my safe space.
Literally.
That's why I'm like forever grateful and like in debt to you.
No, right back at you. But I think it like is so important to have somebody else go through what you're going through, which is why
Makes you feel less lonely.
The situation that I can't comment on. I don't know a single person that's happened to.
No, it is unique. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we can't give you the full story because it's not my story to tell, nor is it you boundaries. And also it's your fucking life. You do what you want. But when you do eventually spill all, I think it will probably people will have whiplash.
I don't think I can. I don't think I
ever.
Can. It's not my story anymore.
Wow. She said damn, plot twist.
Yeah, no, it's not my story anymore.
I love that growth.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited because the future music's going to be insane.
Yeah.
What's your fate? What's coming in the future for Katy?
I'm going to release an EP this year. Yeah, that's been something that we've wanted to do for a really long time, but we just couldn't afford it, truth be told. Yeah, so we're going to release an EP. I'm going on tour, babes. I'm going on tour.
Where around?
We're going on tour with Dylan around the UK. She's such an angel, and she's really doing me a favor, which is not me being I don't think that my music's good enough. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm quite early in my career, and we're just doing it alone. At least
you're being self-aware about that, but I disagree. I think you've got a good roster of music. And by the time you do go on this tour, hopefully said EP will be out.
Yes.
Or some songs from it.
Yeah.
And if you are in the UK, guys, you can absolutely look at Katy's Instagram and catch her live. I mean, we can chat for hours, but both the cameras are flashing batteries, so that one's just gone. And that one's going to go very, very soon. I would love to stay and chat with you, but we'll have you on again, 100%.
Oh, Babby, thank you so much for having me.
I wanted to go through a story today of someone's issue and go through it together.
Oh.
But it's been great talking to you, Katy.
It's been
so lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Stream Katy on all music platforms and follow her socials.
Thank you so much, baby. You're so good at this. I can't wait to listen to more episodes.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.